What's going on, YouTube? 802 Diesel Crew here. It's Thursday, so we're going to do a tool haul for you. Stay tuned. Just want to give a shout out to one of my buddies. No longer do I have to use the Stanley scraper and tape to hold my phone. He got me a tripod, and this thing is ballin'. So today I go to one of my least favorite stores in the world, but you know, you can always walk in there and find something you just gotta have, so you buy it and then you end up buying more crap than you need. And where'd we go? We went to Dollar General, Family Dollar, they're all about the same. So let's check out what I got. First up, can never go wrong with some duct tape. I believe that was about $2. Second up, been doing a lot of electrical work. I'm not going to say that all electrical tape's made the same or is the same quality, but electrical tape is electrical tape. When you need it, you gotta have it. Up next for home, or possibly for my truck, got a metal scraper here. Let's take it out and take a look at it. Alright, that's kind of dangerous. They have the blade in there the right way right off the start. So I could have cut myself. That was cool. The general quality of this for $1, horrible. This thing is going to absolutely just break. Absolutely. But it did come with, let's see how many are in there. Alright, so it came with a total of 4 razors, you know, that's a plus, that's maybe 50 cents. In this case, I don't know, this thing's pretty hokey. Probably end up cutting myself, but for a one-time use, thing's pretty nice. Can't complain really, I guess. Ah, very nice. Got some bill-nosed little pliers here. Got some cutters. I don't know how good the cutters are. I don't have any wire around to try it on, but these should be okay. Obviously, they're made in China. I'm going to be building a small toolkit for my truck that I always carry around. So I'm going to put these are kind of like a one-time use. Just going to have them in there in case you need to cut a wire or whatever. If I lose these, I'm not going to be really pissed about it. You know, they're junk. So up next we have Brake Clean. If you guys don't know about Brake Clean, then you haven't lived yet. This stuff is good for cleaning any oily surface. Primarily I use it on like brake calipers, really dirty tools, and anything that really has grease on it, you know, that you're going to be working on. Just barely did U-joints in my truck. Once I got the U-joints out, usually, you know, they explode and the caps go all over the place and you're left with a mess. So this is good for just prepping the surface, you know, if you have to get in there with some emery cloth and clean out the ears. This stuff just kind of cleans the surface, gets you ready to go. I think this was $2.99, probably maybe a little bit cheaper, maybe it was $2.50. So I got two of those cans. Another thing that's cool about it is it's wicked flammable, and it's like probably 1 or 2 chemicals off from being carb clean. So it's basically the same kind of stuff, you know, right up the same kind of alley. Next product, PB Blaster. Again, this was under $3. Up with all my other air salt cans, you know, the home of the Misfit can selection. The other PB was getting a little low, so you always got to have a backup. I use this for soaking bolts, soaking tools that I might have left out in the rain, you know, just to get them so they move again. If you have a project coming up, like Sometimes when I do the hubs on my Dodge Ram, because they're one sealed unit, there's 4 bolts on the back side. The week before, leading up to that weekend, I know that I'll be soaking those bolts just a little bit, a little squirt every day on each one of those bolts. So come Saturday or Sunday when I get to that project, those things are, hot to trot to come out. This stuff has worked its way into the threads, broke free that rust, kind of gives it that extra lubrication. So that gets a thumbs up. Next up, WD-40. What's not to like about this? It's good for cleaning, removes and protects, free sticky mechanisms. You can clean stainless steel with it, your tools, go fishing with it. There's about 100 uses for this, and the only thing I don't like about it is the new cans. This kind of setup is kind of hokey. I liked them when it was just on the side and you could decide to use it, or like 3 days after you got the can, you lose the red dipstick and then you just be spraying it all over the place. Getting that perfect arc with a WD spray to get that one spot fire in the engine bay or wherever you were trying to get. You'd arc it out. But I guess it's all right. But if you're not paying attention, you have it like this, then it just leaks down the front. You gotta make sure it's in line because it's got the little nozzle in the front, or then it shoots out this way. So if you don't have it, there's no in between, I guess is what I'm saying. You're either spraying like this, or you're spraying like this, or you're getting it all over yourself, which sucks. What do we have next? Oh, here. What we have next are just some shop towels. These are real good. These are kind of one of those consumable items, unless you have a big shop that, that a company comes and cleans your towels for you. These are a cheap investment, so you're not ruining towels, t-shirts, whatever else you have on hand. These are, indispensable. You can kind of just take them, clean up your mess, and, dispose of them properly. I wouldn't just throw them in your trash can and, have a fire, different chemicals mixing, but definitely keep them separated and then dispose of them, whatever hazmat or whatever you need to do. But these you can never go wrong, and they're always cheap down at the DG, and they always have like this. They have the softer like memory foam or emery foam or whatever the heck it's called, and they have ones that are actual like towels. So great buy on that. Then we have this 6-in-1 screwdriver. This thing is hokey at best. The mold kind of sucks. Obviously made in China. Real good quality here, but this was, I guess, $2. One bonus about it is it does come with, 6 bits. Guess this is supposed to kind of sit on here like that. I can't get it to fall off now, but I can see that coming loose and losing that, which is all right because it's just got your regular end in there, your nut driver, so you can put any of your other, high dollar bits in there. But it's magnetized, which is real nice, and that magnet in there is pretty legit, And the whole point of this thing is, if I lose this, or if I accidentally leave my truck tool bag outside and this thing gets rusted, it's still going to serve its purpose. This isn't like my $150 Snap-on one, where I would absolutely feel horrible if I left it outside or in my toolkit and it got wet. This thing is just meant to be beat on, meant to get me out of a sticky situation, and meant to be pretty universal. If my buddy needs to borrow it, and then for whatever reason, he gets a little under the weather, and he throws it in the bonfire and burns it, and then tries to fish it out, not gonna be worried about losing $2, That's what that thing's for. Next up, breakaway utility knife. These things are indispensable. You know, if you don't have your pocket knife on you around the house or whatever, you just have one of these things laying around. You know, it stays sharp. And then up through the side of it here is each layer of different, you can see how sharp it is too here, huh? You know, different blades. So you can break one off, fresh blade. It looks like it's got about, I don't know, 6 to 8 new blades on it. You know, the overall plastic design of it's all right. It's $1. Let's put it that way. It's just, again, these are all items meant to get you out of a sticky situation. You know, one-time use. You know, you gotta cut a pipe, you gotta cut a hose, and now this thing breaks. No big deal. But you're back on the trail. You're back on the road. You're making it to a friend's house. You know, you can limp down the road. So that was another good buy. Lastly, we've got this precision screwdriver set. You know, holy Christ. Okay, it's fighting me. You know, pretty nice. It comes in its little case here. You know what? The overall qualities of these are not really that bad. You know, they're pretty nice. I actually have a pair of sunglasses that I'm going to have to use these on, is why I got them. You know, those really fine, small screws. Hopefully these will work on that. The Phillips is a little lackluster. It's not really as sharp as I might need it, but I can file it down to get into those really tighter screw heads that I need. But you know, it comes in a decent little case. This probably won't go in my truck bag, but definitely one of those things to keep around for doing small, intricate projects. Electronics, you know, if I have to rip let's say my CD player apart, or you know, if I want to mess with my buddy's iPhone, you know, maybe one of these would come in handy. I don't know, but again, these were like $2, so I wasn't really that worried about it. All said and told here, you know, my total haul, about $30. You know, all this stuff is a consumable in my book. If I lose it, break it, blow it up, burn it, whatever happens to it, it's going to get me out of the situation that I was in, because it's going to be close by and hopefully in a tool bag that I have in my truck. All right, guys, got something special for you here. Now, I know you guys know that I made this new tool bench, but what I didn't show you, it's a Snap-on. That's right, this is a Snap-on tool bench, y'all. Made with the best 2x4s ever. Bet you haven't seen one of these before. It's got dual power outlets, right? Look at this thing. Now that thing must be an antique, right? But it is a snappy. It says it right there, Snap-on. And they even thanked me for having it. Just kidding, guys. But another project that I did today, that's where I used the other zip ties, was gave the old garage a stereo surround sound system. Got a couple speakers, one's up there, one's right there. Got one on top of the actual CD player. One there. And then one over on the corner over there somewhere. But it sounds really good. It's got a subwoofer, you know, down under the bench here. So you know, it really sounds pretty good. Little update in here. Got these pretty much organized to, you know, my paints, Then over here I got more of oils and fluids. Got to have the heat if you live here in Vermont to get the water out of your lawnmower after you didn't take the gas out of it during the wintertime, or your weed whacker, or your four-wheeler, or your car, or your boat, you know, whatever you lacked maintenance on. And then over on this side is more like my the maintenance car, you know, the exterior maintenance stuff. You got car wash, trim restore, the headlight stuff that doesn't work but for 6 months. Also got some oil for the old Cummins, because that thing doesn't eat oil. Yeah, right. But also I finished up cleaning the back side of the garage, and I hung some decorations up on the wall here. So overall, the man cave garage is coming into it. I'll have a cool little place to hang out over the summer, and do some more projects and show you guys what's up. The tool wall's still holding in there good. So that's about it. Hope you like this video. Kind of doing a funny tool haul from, you know, Dollar General, but I really am going to use all these products in basically my truck bag, you know, in case something happens. I can get out of that situation and not really have to worry about breaking a tool, it getting dropped in the mud, it not working the day after I used it. If that happens, you know, let bygones be bygones, and I'll let it soak in some WD-40 or some motor oil. If it doesn't work after that, you know, I'll just ditch it. But if you like this video, give it the thumbs up, subscribe, share, comment, and make sure you hit that bell. All right? Have a good week. Eddie signing out.